I'm disappointed that it's raining, and that's worrying me ever so slightly, but hopefully it'll be a quick shower. The forecast wasn't bad. I'm looking forward to it. What I've seen already on the streets is a tremendous buzz. There's a lot of people coming into London today. It's going to be very exciting, and I think, I've got one big message really, and I just want to get that one right, and it is that you think about this. This is a grassroots victory against an establishment that never even wanted to give us a referendum, let alone implement Brexit. And yet an amazing thing is happening. There is a coming together tonight. Tony Blair, Peter Mandelson, others saying it's happening. Let's get on with it. The country's unifying, and that actually is great, because there were a lot wanted to condemn us for having this event tonight, but they'll find it more difficult now. There is a sense that we're now marking a really historic occasion, perhaps the biggest constitutional change in 500 years in this country. And for me, well, my goodness me, what a journey. I mean, it's over a quarter of a century I've been doing this. Unbelievable. So, yeah, I'm excited. I kind of wish I hadn't been doing like wall-to-wall media for the last 3 days and not slept much, but that's kind of the nature of it. So, yeah, no, very excited.
Has it actually finally sunk in that we're leaving, to you personally?
Yeah, it took a bit of time actually, because when you want something so very much, it's difficult to believe it's really happening. But no, it is happening. It's there.
What was the one thing that actually made you keep fighting for this moment?
Oh, and a total desire not to be proved wrong. I mean, obstinacy, pure pig-headed obstinacy.
And was there ever a moment that you thought, I need to give up this fight?
Many. No, there were many times when difficult things happened, or just the sheer aggro of politics. You think, my goodness me. At least in business, people were fairly straightforward, sometimes even honest, unlike people in politics who were generally pretty ghastly. So there were times that I got pretty hacked off with it. But I never, ever really. I never, ever seriously. Yeah, the odd short term, what the am I doing? But we all do that in life, I suppose.
Who would you say is your biggest opponent in the Brexit debate?
Well, Nick Clegg thought he was, and that's for others to judge, but that's going back a few years. I think the most difficult opponent was Alistair Campbell, really, because he's the guy that was kind of master. I mean, the people's vote. We had the bloody people's vote, but there's Alistair Campbell, brilliantly as he does, changing the language. So I think Campbell's been our biggest opponent for the last 2 or 3 years.
What would you say has been your obviously your personal and professional sacrifices over the years? Was it worth it in terms of it's affected maybe your family?
Yeah, it's affected everything.
Your time?
Yeah, it's affected. I mean, look, it cost me a fortune. The whole thing, in that sense, has been a disaster. My daughter did say to me in 2016, "Well, Daddy, at least it was worth it," and now it really is worth it. Yeah, if you dedicate yourself to a cause, no matter what it is, but if you really are dedicated to a cause and trying to bring about change and overturn a status quo, there's a big price to pay elsewhere.
Obviously, there'll be a lot of Remainers who are a bit saddened by the events tonight. Do you have a message for them, just to how to unify the country?
Yeah, I just think follow the lead of the sensible people, those that are actually grown-ups, who are now accepting that the battle's over, the war is over, it's time for us to move on. And do you know what? I think it's happening as I speak. I really believe, I've just been on LBC talking to people, and a lot of Remainers ringing in saying, okay, we get it, we're with it.
And what would you need to do personally to help unify the country?
Well, of course, I'm seen to be such a strident leader that maybe I'm not the best person to do that. I think I'm more effective at, causing a stir and getting debate going and making people think. But look, the hand of friendship is there to anybody who wants us to get on with being an independent country and making a big success of it.
How much faith have you got in Boris to deliver a good trade deal over the next year?
Whether I've got faith in him, he knows if he doesn't deliver, he's finished. So I think practicalities say to me that we'll get to the right place.
And finally, what's next for Nigel Farage?
Oh, I'm going to keep a watching brief on this. I'm not going to walk away. The perception was in 16 I'd walked away. I'm going to be around whether I'm here or in the USA for a bit, or doing radio shows or whatever it is. I am going to be making sure I shall praise him to the rooftops if he gets it right and sound the alarm bell if he gets it wrong.
And just one last question. What's the core message of your speech tonight?
That this is the greatest moment in modern British history.